Lauren, the fire marshal just wrapped up his portion of the investigation, trying to figure out what happened here. And actually, the homeowners just arrived here to find their home like this. Police say they're not even sure if the person they're looking for is here, but they're following up on a tip. And let me tell you, they've been busy. Smoke, chaos, and sirens were all alarms that helped people get out of this apartment building before it burned to the ground this morning. The committee has drawn up a draft of what the new park facility rental application process could look like, and they've sent a copy of that draft over to us here at 6 News. Every neighborhood needs a little sprucing up, whether it's graffiti in your local park or a pothole on the side of the road. Construction on phase 2 has begun, but Chris says they will still need another $200,000 before the project is complete. Nearly 4 hours after the doors first open, you can see it's much easier to get through these lines. Lauren, you can definitely say one coast storm can be another coast treasure. Just a few days ago, we were looking at snow, but take a look at what a difference a day made here.
New this morning, a Lansing home is destroyed in an early morning fire. It happened just before 2 this morning, the 600 block of Bluff Street. That's just off of Oakland Avenue. Nicole Collier is live on the scene this morning. Nicole, what's the latest?
Lauren, the fire marshal just wrapped up his portion of the investigation, trying to figure out what happened here. And actually, the homeowners just arrived here to find their home like this. Now, take a look. If you could walk with me, you could see that the home is completely gutted. There's not much left to the home. There's siding everywhere. There's damage to the roof and pieces of siding even down here on the ground. Now, when fire officials arrived at the home early this morning, it was completely engulfed in flames, and they actually had a little bit of trouble battling this blaze with the humidity.
Well, they did a real good job, especially under circumstances of the high heat we got tonight and humidity, and they did a real good job on it.
But they were able to get that fire out fairly quickly. No one was harmed in the fire. Everyone made it out safely. And now they're just trying to figure out what happened here, what caused the fire. And the homeowners are just trying to pick up the pieces. For now, live in Lansing, Nicole Collier, 6 News.
Right now, a section of a major local highway is closed down. A semi-accident has closed a portion of northbound 69 in Eaton County at Cochrane Road in Charlotte. Nicole Collier is live on the scene with the latest. Nicole, what can you tell us?
Well, Lauren, we're still expecting a few more hours before crews get this roadway back open, but they are busy and they're making some progress in the cleanup efforts. Take a look over here. You can see since the last time we spoke, they've actually taken away one of the semis, and crews are out here right now trying to get up the packaging that was on the trucks when they got into this accident. Now, we do not know many details of what caused the accident, but here's what we do know. Both trucks involved actually caught on fire. The driver of one of the trucks was able to extinguish the fire on their own. The other driver, not so lucky. They needed some help from crews to help extinguish that. That driver was taken to the hospital, and the extent of the injuries are not known at this point. But you can tell some major damage done to the truck. Take a look. The grass completely charred. The cab of that truck is gone. So major flames shooting out of that truck. Now at this point, they're just still trying to get everything cleaned up. We're expecting an environmental crew to hit the ground shortly to clean up the diesel fuel so that when this stretch of road does reopen, not only will it be safe, it will be cleaned up and ready for you to hit the road again. For now, reporting live in Charlotte, Nicole Collier, 6 News.
Lansing gears up to welcome back a piece of history this weekend.
Yeah, hundreds of Oldsmobiles will cruise into mid-Michigan for the 18th annual Oldsmobile Car Show and Swap Meet. Sounds like a fun time. Nicole Collier joining us now live in Lansing with a preview of what you can expect to see this weekend. Good morning, Nicole.
Good morning, Evan. The weekend is already off to a pretty good start for me. We've got gorgeous weather. Take a look. We've got some gorgeous cars here, and, you know, it really cannot get too much better than that. I'm here with Mr. Steve Zabin. He's the media coordinator for this year's event. How you doing?
Nice to see you. Thank you for having us.
Nice to see you. Tell me a little bit of what you brought out here for us to see today.
Well, actually, we have 4 Oldsmobiles here. One is a Vista Cruiser station wagon. This next car is a 65 Cutlass 442.
Okay.
The next automobile is a 72 Cutlass. And the end car here is a Delta 88 convertible. But the key thing, all 4 of these cars were built right here in Lansing, Michigan.
All of these Oldsmobiles built right here in Lansing, Michigan, and Oldsmobile, a pretty big name for the city. There's some history with that. Tell me a little bit about what that means to the city.
Well, the first actual automobile was built here in Lansing in 1897 by Ramson Eli Olds, and there's a number of buildings, a lot of history of Lansing, many workers in this town that built Oldsmobiles for many years.
So that's a pretty big event. There's some history going on, and people can get out and see a piece of this history with the events that are going on this weekend. Tell me a little bit about what we can expect to see at the events this weekend.
Well, this is our 18th annual Oldsmobile Homecoming Car Show and Swap Meet, which means there's going to be over 500 Oldsmobiles, strictly Oldsmobiles, on display here, and over 100 vendors. We have kids' games. We have a memorabilia auction. There'll be some neat old Oldsmobile memorabilia auction that take place. And the most interesting thing is it's free to the public. So if you have an old Oldsmobile or some old memorabilia or some history on Oldsmobile, come and join us. We'll have a good time. We don't care the quality of car you have. We even have a beater class. If you have an old beat-up Oldsmobile, bring your car and have fun with us.
So I can bring my beat-up Oldsmobile out and sit it out there and have a good time with you guys tonight.
Well, I have a little tip. I guess you own an Alero, and by the way, there are 22 Alero tuners coming from Chicago, Illinois. And if you don't know what a tuner car is, you need to come to Lansing and find out.
Maybe I'll bring mine out for that. And you can actually come out and take a look at some of these cars. This is a few up close and personal. Can we take a look at that font so I can give you all the information that you need to head out today? It's going to be from... This is the 18th annual car show and swap meet. It's going to be tomorrow from 9 in the morning to 3. You could just head out to Canal Road. That's where it is, just off Bill Road Highway in South Lansing. It's just a little bit away from I-96. It's going to be a good time for everybody involved. And so it's going to be a pretty fun 2 days. But I understand that there may be something that people can check out tonight. Tell me a little bit about that.
Oh, absolutely. At the R.E. Olds Museum, right off Michigan Avenue, right across from the Civic Center, at the R.E. Olds Transportation Museum, there's what's called an extravaganza. Reduced admission charges. They're staying open till 8 p.m. instead of closing at 6. So all the out-of-town people, which, by the way, we have cars coming from 22 states, and they all like to go down to the museum at the R.E. Olds Museum on Friday night and get some bargains, and they have what they call their garage sale, so you can buy some more Oldsmobile memorabilia.
So it sounds like it's going to be an awesome time, some awesome weather to take in some awesome cars, and I think I'm going to try to hop in this red one. This is my favorite here, so I'm going to send it back to you guys. Thanks for coming out and meeting with me today. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
And coming up, prescription drug.
Hi, I'm Nicole Collier with your WLNS News in a Minute. An autopsy on the body of a man found dead near Fowlerville is done, but officials aren't releasing their findings. The body of a man estimated to be around 7 years old was found on Sober Road Monday morning. So far, officials have not identified the man. A woman found him while on her morning walk. The Livingston County Sheriff's Department says the man may have been dead for about 12 hours, and investigators are now trying to figure out who this man is and how his body got there. If you travel down Jolly Road in Okemos, get ready to slow down. Last night, the Ingham County Road Commission voted to lower the speed limit on Jolly Road near Okemos High School from 55 down to 45. Some community members argue that 55 was way too fast after Okemos High School senior Adam Nevels was killed when he was hit pulling out of the school's parking lot. 2 townships, the Ingham County Road Commission, and the state police all had to agree on the move. The speed limit will likely change this weekend. For all the latest news, weather, and sports, tune into WLNS 6 News.